All right, Dad. This is kind of strange. So we know that Kyle Shanahan won't be at the combine. He hasn't been to the combine since like 2019. He will be attending this flag football tournament in Saudi Arabia in March. It's being the face of it is Tom Brady, but he's going to be one of the coaches. Christian McCaffrey is going to be one of the players. This is about a month and a half before the draft. Kyle Shanahan is heavily involved in player acquisition. What do you think of Kyle going to Riyadh for 10 days in March?
Let's start with, what do we think of flag football?
I wouldn't ever watch it. It's not
Okay.
a sport.
So let me ask you, let's say they were playing it at some stadium in America and you lived across the street and entrance was free for media. Would you walk across the street to watch it?
What's the weather like outside?
40 degrees and not
No.
raining.
No.
Too cold, right?
If it was like 85 degrees and I wanted to go outside and I was going to walk around across the street anyway, I might wander across just to see what that's like. And then I might leave if it was
Okay.
free.
All right. To me, it's a bullshit event. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a bullshit event and it's not sports. So I would probably hide under my bed.
You'd look out the
And
window.
I'd look out the window and look at the robins.
Fold socks.
And fold socks. I think that would be more interesting and more productive. I wouldn't walk across the street to see that thing. In addition, what do I feel about playing in Saudi Arabia? In 9/11, a lot of those terrorists were from Saudi Arabia. That's known. They did kill that journalist and chop up his body. Saudi Arabians did that. So, I mean, you could say a lot of things about the United States now and about Trump, but we haven't done that stuff. I'm not all that comfortable. I wouldn't go to Riyadh. There's a lot of places.
Well, after saying what you just said, they're not going to let you in.
No, I'd go to Petaluma before I'd go. They wouldn't let me in, like Cuba. So it's a horseshit event in a place I don't want to go to. But that's just context. You raised the point of Kyle Shanahan, and it's clear what you're saying. The guy is facing a team on decline, his team, and I don't think they're going to win as many games next season as they did this season. No way. And you're saying he should be heavily involved in the draft and not messing around with flag football halfway around the world.
I mean, I'm sure he's getting paid a lot of money for 10 days and it's tempting, but I also imagine that he has a ton of money saved up and the Niners give him a ton of money every year. And he's like the third best team in his division. And the best team in his division is way younger than his team. He's got a lot of work to do if he wants to catch them, unless he's cool being the third best team. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on.
When he's in this flag football thing, is he going to scout the other flaggers? Is he scouting flaggers?
I don't think he can. Maybe there'll be some semi-pros in there that he can bring to the team. Maybe that's why he's doing it.
Yeah. I would think, now again, Jed York may or may not know what he's doing as an owner. Sometimes I wonder. I'm Jed York. I say, maybe you don't want to go to Riyadh. Maybe you want to go in your office and watch some cut-ups of some of these.
Maybe figure out how to score one touchdown against the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
Some work to do.
Maybe you want to do that. Now, is the Seattle head coach, is he going to be in Riyadh?
No, Pete Carroll is going to be in Riyadh.
Oh, because Pete Carroll has nothing to do.
Nothing to do.
He has nothing to do. So I think that's a good job when you have nothing to do. That's a good gig. But this guy, Shanahan, has something to do. And you would like him to do something as opposed to that thing. So I find it odd that a guy who really wants to win very badly, and he does, he is a sincere coach. He is all about winning. He is. What the hell's he doing there?
Again, I always assumed that he was picking players in the draft, and that from the moment his season ended to the moment the draft started, he was watching a ton of tape and forming opinions on the players he liked best. Does he not do that anymore? Is that because those are 10 key days? You only have that much. You only have so much time between early late February, late January, and late April. Got 4 months to figure it all out. He hasn't been watching college football during the season. It's surprising. It makes me wonder what's going on. We've mentioned that he hasn't gotten a contract extension. Maybe he'll get one soon. Is this sort of a silent protest?
Who hasn't
Kyle,
gotten a contract?
Like, hey man, like if you're not going to give me an extension and you're going to let this play out, then I'll go coach in Saudi Arabia for a week and get some extra money. If you don't want me to, you don't want me to do that, give me an extension.
How many years does he has left on his contract?
2.
He's
always gotten an extension with 3 years left on his deal. He hasn't this time.
I wouldn't give him an extension.
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't have signed Purdy for that money. And this guy wants extension. I'd say, let's see what happens in the 2026 season.
I agree.
Yeah.
Especially
with,
well,
it hurts. It hurts my feelings. You should give me, sorry. We want you to earn it. Let's see how you do.
Yeah. And if he doesn't do so well this year, I wouldn't be in favor of firing John Lynch and keeping Kyle Shanahan and bringing in a different general manager. They came in together. They leave together. That's how it should go. And if Jed learned anything from the Jim Harbaugh, Trent Baalke fiasco, it's that when you decide to get rid of one, you got to get rid of both. Keeping Trent Baalke and letting him hire Jim Tomsula and then Chip Kelly was just a waste of 2 years.
Yeah, it was football sin.
Yeah,
it was football sin. We both covered those two schlemiels, and here's the thing, Iggy, it was a joke.
It was a joke.
I mean, let's not mess around. Those 2 seasons that we covered, those 2 coaches and Baalke, it was a joke. It wasn't a football team. It was a traveling joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he went to Jacksonville and hired Urban Meyer. Joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Trent.
Yeah. It was a traveling joke.
Yeah. So I wonder if the John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan partnership could be entering its final year. Year 10 is a big year. Year 11 would make them the longest tenured duo in franchise history. You have Kyle Shanahan doing pregame shows and sort of building up his resume as an announcer. If either one leaves the team, I'm sure places like Fox and CBS and Amazon would be offering a ton of money for them to become announcers. They got options. I wonder what's going to happen.
Yeah. Okay. What if you were Jed? What would it take for them to keep their jobs into the 2027 season?
Love this question. To me, it wouldn't. This year was cool, but you didn't develop young players. I want to see that there's a future with this team. It's not enough to just keep playing McCaffrey and Kittle and Juszczyk and eking out 11, 12. Is there a future with the offense? Is there a Kyle Shanahan 2.0? Is this going to go somewhere else? Or are we just going to be in the mix with older players forever? So that's what I'd be looking for. Have you guys actually built something for the future? Or are we holding on to the past?
Okay. That seems to me a fair litmus. That's
if they go to the playoffs with a bunch of young players and they lose in the first round, but it looks like they have an incredible future, maybe you want to keep them. But if they use all their same old players just to eke out one win in the playoffs and then fall apart and get destroyed by the Seahawks again, maybe it's like enough's enough.
I totally see it the way you do. I love how you expressed it. I do.
Thanks, Dad.